they use when they open the business and cut the red ribbon with. I'm ignorant. Too many times I told these, stop playing with me, go play with your kids. I don't want to hear no opinions from people who still got dreams of making it big. I don't really care about what you would do if you had this bread or the things you would get. If you was me, you wouldn't work this hard. You don't know how long I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this. Devil in the booth, I'm sitting on this. Don't touch the stove, I'm baking on this. I'm Freddie, I'm Mike, I'm Chucky, I'm Jason on this. You shaking on this, got something for hating on this. Look, all my celebrity crushes I already. Be mad cause I did it already. I told them make sure to my dinner already. And I did it all and they you can tell me. Want what I want, you can give me. Got plenty of Benjis, but now it's more money, more problems. I should've listened to Biggie. And this type of living is not for beginners. You kinda losers do not make.
Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And so off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Now here's Murray. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
And here's Milwaukee now. Portland making their last shot. Here's Mourning. Pass to Mathurin. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
And here's Murray. White with it. He's covered by Mathurin. Back to Murray. Brown with a screen. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. White can't hit. And Booker's got the ball here for Milwaukee. Pass to Mourning. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend. And Coach said to me, really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. To the paint. Left side Achua. Outside Booker. There's a screen. With some arc. And it's good on the layup.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Left side Murray. It's Brown on the wing. Down low. And Brown with the stuff.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Now here's Booker. Achua with a screen. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Here's Eason. Gordon outside. And it's Eason with a three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Booker. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, play like that is beautiful to watch. Booker running the pick and roll almost to perfection.
Now Murray. Still without a bucket. Achua with a steal. Left side Booker. To the middle. Achua with the dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Here's Booker. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
To the inside. It's Eason with the jam.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. On up the court. Stolen by Booker. And there's the drive. 3 seconds left. It's tipped. Well, it's been... A high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Bucks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And quarter number... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Pass to Booker. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. Achua. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Achua's got 7.
And I'll tell you, Matherin's passing game has a solid foundation. Now, hopefully, it continues to grow here.
Mathurin with a steal. Into the lane.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Portland making a switch here. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Kuzma. Three-pointer. Adams grabs the miss. Blazers trail by 7. Right wing. Here's Roy. Picked by Murray. Pass to Gordon. And here's White to the left side wing. Adams a screen. They grab their own miss. With the clock winding down. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Inside. Outside Bagley. Pass to Beal. Back to Bagley. Let's go with a 3. And Beal is good for 3. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Chance for an update here on Jaylen Brown. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. It's just so unfortunate to experience injuries like this early in the season, just barely out of the gates and already an unexpected setback.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Pass to Christie. Back to Beal. Here's Christie. Beal outside. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
For 3, Gordon. Lively grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Beal outside. Bagley for 3. Portland with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
4-3. Pass to Roy. And the 3 off target.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
The kick out to Kuzma. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside White. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Milwaukee closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. The Bucks leading by 7. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Back to Brown. Outside Eason. Here's Roy. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Roy. Achua with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat, but a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Pass to Brown. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Benedict Mathurin picks one up. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
He hits the second from the line.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
For 3, Booker. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, Brown. Here's Roy. 5 points in the game. Count it. Roy's got 7 points in the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. Booker with it. It's Beal on the wing. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Pass to White. Here's Roy. Misses in close.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Christie. Here's Mourning. Outside for Booker. Oh, Booker from the parking lot.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker. Getting it away just in time.
Ooh, poked away. Pass to Brown. Knocks down the long J. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Eason. Now the Blazers on the move. Here's Roy. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And with the defender not really committing to him, he fires away.
Outside Booker. Over to the left wing. Mourning misses. Blazers trail by 4. Outside Eason. Mathurin with a steal. It's Booker on the wing. To the inside. Mourning. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
Murray with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Roy. From the arc. Six on the shot clock. Outside Murray. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Booker. Oh, you can't let Booker get that close.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Portland making a switch here. Eight seconds left in the third quarter. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Taking low percentage shots, failing to make the next pass.
Here's Roy. Again, the miss by Portland. And so it's Milwaukee finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them in general. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Brown has got the ball here for Portland. 8-point game. Brown downhill. Left side Eason. Pass to Roy. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Allie, thank you.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Down low. Here's Adams. Shakes him. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Now here's White. And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's foul number 2 for him. Bucks on D. 3-point lead. Here's Roy. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Clock at 6. Kick out to Brown. Here's Eason. No good. That would have tied it. The Bucks leading by 3. And here's Booker to the middle. Pass to Christie. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. Christie's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Blazers trail by 6. Pass to Eason. Gordon on the wing. Kick out to Brown. Down low. Here's White. The shake. Jacks up a 3. And it's Eason with a 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Achua can't hit. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance. And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Roy. Pass to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Eason. Here's Roy to tie it up. Achua with the rebound. Booker surveying the D. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Pass to Brown. The 3. Achua with the rebound.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
On the wing, Mathurin. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Blazers ball. Blazers substitution.
Blazers trail by 5. There's 1:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside, Brown. 6 on the shot clock.
Jaylen Brown proven to be a tough customer.
And some stats. Here, guys, the scoring breakdowns for the Bucks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
Outside Booker. Portland grabs the miss. .55 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Roy. And here's Brown for 3. And he sinks it. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Back to Booker. And the timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. So both teams changing it up here. And here's Milwaukee now. Shot clock at 6. Beal outside. Money from deep.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. 24 seconds left in the final quarter. Brown scanning the floor. He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. Milwaukee making a switch here. And both free throws good for Brown.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Now Booker. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Devin.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Here's the 3. No good from 3-point range. And so it's Milwaukee